So I'm an intellectual property lawyer at the Vancouver office of Smart and Biggar. I practice mainly in the field of patent drafting and prosecution. When I was in high school and an undergraduate, I always thought that I would be a scientist, and I did my first degree in physics and computer science. Later on, I went to law school, which might seem like a big change, but it's actually a wonderful synergy of technology, science, and law in the patent practice that I do. In our practice, I think one of the most important parts of teamwork is having people doing work at the right level. In patent practice in particular, what we do is very different from what we're taught in law school. Drafting a patent application or getting a patent application past an examiner is not like many areas of law. So much of it is mentorship, and so much of it is doing your part in the team, whether it's very junior or very senior or somewhere in between. So as an example, I work with junior people in our office to try to put patent applications together. If I throw a patent application at them, it's far too much for them to try to get their head around. But if I've done some of the work and they carry on, they pass it back to me, then we can use our different skill sets to try to use our time most efficiently, which I think gives the most value and the best service to the client. And it also helps in the mentorship of our juniors. Our firm has been around now for 125 years, and so obviously continuity and mentorship are very important. And in a field where many of the skills don't come from law school, this teamwork and this mentorship, working with people junior and senior to us, is very important. I think the most valuable lesson I learned from a mentor is to know your client. Our clients range from Fortune 500 companies to individual inventors, and what clients expect is very different. So knowing your client is in itself a challenge because many of our clients are international. So many of my clients we've never met, or we get the chance to meet them very rarely. So we have to try to understand what it is that they're looking for, which is often unique, very different from one client to the next. And knowing your client, knowing what they're expecting, and delivering each client's unique set of expectations, I think is the most effective lesson I've ever learned. One of my professional contributions for the last couple of years has been to teach a course in patent law at the University of Victoria. So I'm a University of Victoria graduate, and I get to go back to my former law school and contribute in a voluntary way. Our firm doesn't charge for presenting the course. And it's an opportunity for us, first of all, to keep on top of Canadian patent law in areas that don't come up every day in practice. So when we prepare our lecture notes, we're keeping up to date on the slightly, perhaps off to the margins areas that I don't keep up on every day. It also, of course, gives me practice in public speaking, which is an opportunity I don't get very often in a patent practice that I do. And of course, engaging with students and helping them through the legal issues that they're trying to sort out. It's a very rewarding and enjoyable part of my practice.